Keller is an American chef, restaurateur, and then also a cookbook author. In 1996, he was named the best chef in America. 1996 he was named the best chef in California, and then in 1997 the best chef in America. And he won that title consecutively for a number of years, to the point where the awarding body said they're not giving it to anybody consecutively anymore. If you've won, you can't win it again. That's how great Thomas Keller is, right? And he, across 3 restaurants in the US, has 7 Michelin stars. So a very big deal in the culinary world. And he says, for all the recipes that he's ever written, all the cookbooks that he's published, a recipe doesn't have soul. It's you, the cook, that puts the soul into the food in the kitchen. And I can promise you that my guest, she has a ton of soul. So let's go for a break, and when we come back, we get cooking. Welcome back. It's still What's Cooking right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Apiokor. Now it's time for me to introduce my guest, but just before that, I'd like to remind you that this show is sponsored by Lily Rice, and you should use Lily Rice, and I'll tell you why. It's an extremely versatile grain. Okay, so you can use it for your wache, your jollof, your rice and stew, your motu, whatever rice dish you know how to make, or you want to learn how to make, or you'd like to make. Lily Rice has got you covered. So please go and find it. And of course, Tasty Tom. And Tasty Tom has a new range of spices. There's a chicken spice, a stew spice, there's a jollof spice. So, you know, Tasty Tom, Lily Rice, jollof spice. I mean, you could do a lot there. There's a shrimp spice, one of my favorites, ginger and garlic, for the days where I'm feeling too lazy to peel the ginger and the garlic and blend it together. It's saving lives in the kitchen. So you need to go find the Tasty Tom spices as well. All right, now it's time to cook. Now today we're making Mpotompoto, but we're not making it the normal way. And for those who don't know what Mpotompoto is, it's a pottage. And usually you use one tuber or the other to make it, okay? That's pottage, P-O-T-T-A-G-E, all right? We've got puddings. It's not, people say it's not a pudding. Pudding is a little different, but usually with a pottage, it's a one-pot meal, and you use some thick ingredients. There's either a gravy or something, all comes together to a boil, and you have this nice thick consistency. Sounds like Mpotompoto because that's what it is. It's a pottage, all right? Now, usually with Mpotompoto, we're either using yam or cocoyam, or we are using sweet potato, what the others would call nagoti jogbo, right? But my guest is mixing the two versions, and I haven't seen it before. Another thing is that usually we'd use red oil, palm oil, right, to do it. She's not doing that. She's using coconut oil. So she's blowing my mind even before we started cooking. So let me invite my people enabler extraordinaire, Maame Ekua Gaisey. Let's come for her. Hi, sis.
Hi.
You look so cute.
Thank you. You look fabulous.
Thank you. Love it, love
fabulous.
it. And I love how you rock your hair.
Thank you.
You know, like I see people like you and I think maybe I should cut my hair.
No, we want to see the highlight all the time.
I miss this, you know, this level, this, yeah. I like it. I like it.
We love your red hair, don't?
Thank you.
Thank
Now,
you.
the people enabler, you need to tell us what you do. Because people enabler is a very nice way of summing it all up. But you're a life coach. You've done HR for years.
Yes.
So many different things.
Yes.
People are the center of what you do.
Everything. Eventually, we are working to affect the lives of people, teams, and organizations. So really, enabling people to be the better versions of themselves. That's what I do every day. So everything I do, including cooking, is to make everybody better.
I love it. I love it. Before we get into all the conversations, you know, we have to cook first, because we need to have our taste buds brewing, you know, and steaming while we do that. So you have some interesting ingredients.
Yes.
Ginger and garlic. You know, Old Faithfuls. There's tuna flakes.
Tuna flakes.
Tolo beef.
Yeah,
one of my favorites. I love it. Love tolo beef. Love it. We have shrimp powder.
Shrimp powder.
Okay. And this is the coarse one. It's not very
Yes,
fine.
I like that.
Like a
Works.
little bit of a
Yeah.
kick. And then our red onions. These ones
Yes.
are very rich, you can see.
Very.
Very rich.
Very.
Then we've got our Scotch bonnet peppers, or, I mean, this has evolved to become paposhito. But this is not originally what paposhito. I keep saying this. Paposhito.
They are rounder, smaller,
Pretty bill, different
smoother.
variety. But
Yes.
well, I mean, it works for us, so we'll
Yes,
take
we'll
it.
use it.
Our hot green peppers.
Yeah.
They have dawa dawa.
Yes, very healthy.
The African locust bean.
Yes.
They call it.
They call it.
Yes. And then we've got what Ghanaians call salmon.
Salmon, but it is mackerel. But you go to the market looking for mackerel, and I bet you won't.
No,
you won't be
nobody
served.
knows what you're talking about, please. No, we call it, it's smoked salmon, please.
Yes, it
It's salmon.
is. Yes, ma'am.
So we have that. And then we've got our fresh tomatoes. They need to show up in our meals
Yes.
most of the time. Some carrots,
Yes,
which I also find
I
interesting.
know.
Carrots.
I know.
And then the almighty. You've got
So those are
cocoyam,
base ingredients.
the cocoyam, and
Yeah.
then sweet potato.
Sweet potatoes.
And the sweet potatoes, these are the smaller ones. So
Yes.
they are more yellow than.
More yellow than the
Than
others.
red.
Yes.
Okay. So where do we begin?
So we will begin by chopping our tubers.
Okay.
So shall we?
Sounds great. Got a
So
knife
let's
here.
move straight to the big. Yep.
Okay. Let me wash my.
But before then, I'll wash my hands.
If I have to cook and I feel stressed, it tells in my food.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh
it
my.
does.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. And
I mean, it hardly ever happens. I love to cook. Love to cook. You know, I love the artistry of it.
Yes, putting together. So I'll pop my apron on.
Okay.
Yep.
But this coconut oil, oh. It's the real deal.
Yep.
I can use coconut oil for everything.
It actually is healthier than a lot of the so-called vegetable cooking oils. And you know, because if you look at olive oil, which is supposed to be a lot more healthier, the more you put olive oil on the fire, the less healthy it becomes.
Sure. You lose the
So
nutrients.
our oils are actually a lot better. I'm
They're
telling
resistant
you.
to heat.
Exactly.
And
And
because of the
coconut
way
is
we
better.
cook.
Yes. We do high intensity heat cooking, and a lot of the times I tell people that actually we moved from coconut oil to the vegetable cooking oil in the name of modernization, but I mean, now you go out there and coconut oil is so expensive because it is healthier.
Coconut oil has become some luxury.
I'm telling you. And I remember those days when we would come from school and my mom would have cooked this either ways, either palm oil or coconut oil. And I will say, everybody has to eat before. And my mom didn't understand. What she didn't know was that I had taken a liking to the kanzu.
Oh.
Yes.
So you're waiting for that.
I'm telling you. The interesting thing is my life is quite a bit around food. I have the best conversations over food. So if you're watching me and you're looking for time with me, find me over food. Invite me for a brunch or something.
But you know, that's actually a very Ghanaian thing. And it's,
Yes.
it's one of the things that we even love about
we
what's
socialize
cooking.
a
We
lot.
socialize over food.
Yes.
Look, people can
And it
sign
helps.
checks over food.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
People
And it
all of a
helps.
sudden become your people who you were so afraid of, almost, who you revere so much. Food pops up and
Exactly.
out the window.
That's it.
You know.
That's it. That's it. And our food is always almost communal.
It
Yeah.
is.
And if you look at the way we celebrate, from the birth celebration all the way to death, because I've seen people come here and wonder, hey, is this a funeral? I say,
Bonyo
yeah.
party.
You know.
Literally.
I wanted more of the cocoyam. So why the
So why
sweet
more
potatoes?
cocoyam then?
Well, it is the base, really.
Okay.
The sweet potatoes is supposed to give it a bit more flesh. And you know, just some sweet potatoes.
Okay. So is it because the sweet potatoes tend to be a little more starchy?
Starchy.
Okay. Okay.
So it gives you your stock a lot more thickness. Yeah.
Okay.
And it actually does add some flavor to it. Yeah.
So for those who didn't know, of all our tubers that we have, staple tubers, cocoyam tends to be the least starchy.
Yeah.
So for people who try to manage their carbohydrate intake and all that, that
Very
tends
healthy.
to be a very good tuber. And then because it has a red hue to it, it's also a great antioxidant and all that.
Good.
You know, so I see what you mean.
Yes.
See, so now we're in the science of cooking.
I'm telling you. And you know, there's so much science to our traditional way of cooking.
I'm telling you, eh?
Yes, that we didn't know. You know, we thought our mothers and grandmas were just being fussy.
No, they knew exactly
but they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even the way they cook, sometimes they layer it.
Yes.
We don't add this until this has reached this point. We don't, you know, so it brings out the flavor, the consistency, and even the nutrients. They knew exactly what they were doing.
What I usually would do is to wash the tubers before chopping.
Okay.
To
So
reduce the loss. Yes. But
Understood.
anyway, as people are getting a lot more conscious about starch intake, this works.
This also works.
Exactly.
We'll still get the effect.
Yep.
Okay. So we're just covering it with water.
With water, some salt, and it goes straight onto fire.
Okay. So,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen, at home, if you take a look, you see that the water, it doesn't come all the way, it doesn't submerge, you know, but it just covers it really nicely.
Yes.
You know, and so you have to let me know when the salt is enough.
Let's go.
It's a lot of tubers. So.
Yes, it is. We should be good.
Good?
Now, if we do need any
Should we
more,
stir it?
no, it's
No?
fine.
Okay.
It will be fine. If we do need any more, we should be able to. So we are going to wash our tolo beef.
Okay.
And tolo beef is just our local way of
salted
flavoring.
beef, yes, cured beef.
You know, and we use it to
Yes.
flavor our food. It makes our food taste
In
different.
English, we'll say it's cured.
Yes,
It's cured beef.
It is. The Italians and Ghanaians have a thing.
No, we do
meat.
with cured meats. We do because even our Kobe, it's actually cured fish.
Yes.
Salted fish is cured. We
And
do
do you know
that
it's
a
the
lot.
healthiest?
The momoni.
It's the healthiest, the Kobe. If it's
Interesting.
properly done, not with all the chemicals.
Yeah.
Yes, it is really good.
Well, that makes sense actually.
It does. So I'm gonna leave these bony chunks in for Appy because she wants to, chew on some very good.
All my haters.
I'm gonna do that for her.
Thank
now,
you,
because
sis.
we want it to be properly cooked, we are going to have to pop it in.
Okay.
With our
straight.
exactly. Yeah.
So it really
straight
is
in.
a pottage. One pot
it is.
meal.
It is.
One
it
pot
is.
meal.
It is.
You love it.
So the salt, the flavor, everything
Everything
goes
comes together.
straight into the food.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So once we can cover it now, once we are done seeing to the tubers cooked for a bit, we'll just steam our vegetables.
Okay.
We don't want them cooked thoroughly. So the peppers, our onions, and our tomatoes will go on. Once we get a bit of steam over it, we bring them off, we blend. The food
I'm
is
going to take it from there.
almost getting
This
there.
really is a quick one.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So what do we do next?
So our stuff are ready. We can prep our fish.
Okay.
For now.
No,
You know when we're little, watch me. This part, when mommy is peeling, ooh. If you were the good child, you could. We will just relocate our amazing carrots for now. Whilst I use that plate to get, so we try as much. This is a pottage. Remember, most of the times you just want to be scooping and eating.
Right.
So as much as possible, debone the fish.
Especially if you have young kids.
Younger ones, even older ones. I know older people who can't do life
You're
with
right,
any.
You're very right. No, because
Especially
some
the
people
sons of
have
Adam.
no patience when they're eating.
Eating.
They're wolfing the food down, wolfing it. You know.
So if we do leave any bones, we are in for a casualty.
Absolutely. So this is one of the things. You know, we're out here in an open kitchen, and we are using very Ghanaian ingredients.
Yes.
And in a tropical Ghanaian environment, flies come. So we have our citronella candle to sort of help us out with that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's being very proactive.
Citronella soy candle made in Ghana.
Made in Ghana. In a pot made in Ghana.
I'm telling you, Ghanaians are doing marvelous things.
Right. So we are ready. Our fish is ready.
Our fish is ready.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna set that over here for now.
Good.
Okay. So we're moving on to our veggies.
Yes.
Okay.
We want our veggies now. So we will, the onions, do you know that onions don't have to be cooked for a longer period?
So I've been told.
Just a little
But me
bit
too.
of
I like it when they are caramelized and, you know.
They are healthier. They retain a lot more of the vitamins.
Does everything have to be healthy in this life?
We want to try. We want to try. We want to. So
But yes.
our onions will go in last.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. But how is that coming up?
Everything has started boiling very nicely.
And how does Appy like her food? A lot more pepper?
No.
Okay.
Here, honey ho.
A honey ho.
Yeah. Half
So
and
let's
half.
see.
I'm not the biggest pepper person.
Okay.
Okay. So I see we're dropping in the peppers
Yes.
whole.
Yes.
Just a few of them.
Yes. Let me add these. And we are good.
Okay.
Yes.
I can cover?
So, yes, please.
Okay.
And we are going to get our tomatoes
smells
ready.
I mean, we don't even have spices in there yet, and the aroma is already
Can you smell it
doing its
already?
thing. I can.
Well, there's solo beef, there's pepper, and Mpotompoto is not one of the meals we use a lot of tomatoes,
No,
to be
no,
very honest.
Yes.
And so I'm going to wash these as well.
We just
and pop
needed to
them
give us
in.
the soup.
Exactly. And
our
maybe
soup
the
is tomato
color.
soup.
Yes,
Unless it's a
always.
bunu bunu.
Of course. Even that, I've seen people.
Add some tomato. Yeah,
Yes.
one or two.
Yeah.
One or two.
A lot of the times when we find young, ambitious, strong-willed, strong-hearted women, we find that they think that because they know exactly where they're going, inputs are not necessary. But that's where we miss it. Because you get these inputs, you try to marinate over them. I use a lot of prayers, and I found how, for instance, after undergrad, I wanted to go straight into my MPhil, go and do my PhD.
What did you study for undergrad?
I studied com studies.
Okay.
So I did
So
communication
where did you-
studies,
where did you
University
study?
of Ghana,
University of Ghana.
GIJ.
Right.
So at the time, GIJ was co-hosting the program with the University of Ghana. So we would matriculate there and we will graduate at the University of Ghana, but we were not resident on campus. So GIJ we'll go for lectures on both sides, but we found ourselves more, especially with our elective subjects taken at GIJ. And Com Studies is a very interesting program. I had a science background, so coming into the class of communication studies was hugely supported with my life in the media before university. So in between secondary school and the university, I did media. So I was on radio, and it did help a lot, a great deal. Now, I haven't finished school. You know, when you have a certain grade level, you're like, let me just go on, get this done with, and be a
Back to back,
you
as they
know,
say.
because I can do it. And I got a family friend who was more like an uncle, say, I think you should work a bit, figure the world out, then let's see how it goes. And that was one of the best ideas I ever had, and I gave it a thought, a try. And I think it has really helped. Having done that, I went back to school a few years later to do my EMBA in project management, and I could tell the difference between having worked and those who have just come in from school. So it really does help that you have a certain tribe that you're listening to. And when people are really interested in your welfare and your growth, you can tell.
No, absolutely.
You can tell.
Absolutely.
You can tell.
Absolutely.
One of the things that also supported my journey is when one of my employers at the time instituted mentorship as an official program, anyway, by the L&D function, which I headed at the time. And let me shock you, my mentor from then is still my mentor. he still supports my growth. I still go. Christoph Caesar, he's now the MD of Unilever. He's gone in and out of this country, done, and I still go to him. I subject my business and my thoughts and my growth things to him. And I'm telling you, the insight he brings is amazing. And what you would figure as well as you're growing is there'll be different people doing different things in your life. And for every young woman looking to do it, you've got to have a tribe.
I love it.
Yes.
When we come back, I want to hear what high school you went to.
Yes,
So I'm sure you have constituency watching you.
Yes, ma'am.
And they want you to give them some shout outs.
I will.
But for now, we're going on a break. This is What's Cooking. We're making some, I must say, a very diverse version of Mpotompoto, because a lady who we are speaking to, you discover as we go along, she's a champion for diversity in every way, shape, or form you can imagine. Maame Ekua Gaisey, my people enabler, is here with me in the kitchen. We'll be right back.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watch cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you.
When the Black Stars stick to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach.
Why Fatika want to be dribble? The coach must go.
The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Have you acted? Mami Gobenubi, the Kokono. One Garino.
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lele rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lele rice, ye nimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. It's still What's Cooking, and this is still Channel 1 TV. My name is Apiokor, and I'm here with my very esteemed guest, Maame Ekua Gaisey. She's a chief people enabler. Let me add chief to it, because I mean, for someone who everything in her life, every T, every I that she crosses and that she dots has people at the center of it. She must be the chief people enabler. So, Maame, it's good to have you, and we're making some very interesting iterations of Mpotompoto.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we have our sweet potato, our cocoyam, that's in there. We've added our tulu beef, my favorite, our smoked salmon or mackerel, as it actually is. And we have some Scotch bonnet peppers in there as well, right? So what's next?
So we have.
I think while we're on the break,
we
chopped
had our
some
tomatoes.
Okay.
We got out our peppers as well. So we are going to now get out our
we have
onions.
some onions in. Okay, so we're taking them out.
Yes.
We're going to blend
And
them.
now we are on very low heat. We don't want it to be too sticky. So yes, we're going to blend these. In the meantime, we've chopped our carrots. And as you can see, the carrots were not tiny chopped because we want to feel them, want to taste them.
Okay.
And
I want to be able to crunch on them.
You
Crunch.
know,
Crunch.
you know.
Savor.
You
Crunch.
know, you know.
Savor.
So here we go.
Okay.
Very
So this is
minimal
this is going to
water
form the
in it.
soup of our Mpotompoto.
Yes.
Because that's one of the things about this pottage, this Mpotompoto that we're talking about. It has a soupy base. And when we say soup, we talk about a Ghanaian soup.
Yes.
Which is tomatoes, onions, pepper,
ginger,
garlic.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So
Yes.
right here.
You know, if we were doing
look
it
at
in the apotoyo, I would have been
yeah,
a
very,
lot
very
rougher.
chunky.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is going right in there?
Right in. But I will not pour everything because this looks quite a bit.
Okay.
Yes. So we are going to stir in our vegetables and make sure that we are not having any stickiness happening at the base. Now, do you see the benefit of the smaller chops?
I see it.
They are mashing by themselves
I'm
with
telling
very
you.
little effort.
They're almost cooked.
Exactly.
They're
With
almost
very,
cooked.
and one of the things you need to be mindful of when you're doing Mpotompoto is to make sure that the tubers are well cooked before you start putting in the vegetables. Otherwise, they struggle to soften. Exactly. Yeah.
Because now they're competing with the veggies.
Veggies, exactly. Then it begins to look like meat or beef in soup already.
Interesting.
So we are going to allow it to simmer in. Now the next thing we are going to do is to finely chop our gingers and our garlics and fry them in our oil.
Interesting.
Yes. So in some instances, we even finely chop some of the tolo beef to fry in the oil.
So are we going to do that?
I will.
We have a little bit more
Yes,
left.
I will. I will.
I'm not saying no to extra tolo beef.
So we're just trying to give our oil a lot more vegetable flavor so that it comes off nicely.
Love it. I keep saying that, you know, when we talk about vegetables, we think of carrots, green pepper, I mean the green bell pepper, like the ones we use for salad and all that. But the Ghanaian vegetable usually doubles as a spice as well.
Yes.
So our onions, our garlic, they're also vegetables. Yes, they are. Our
Before
peppers.
you start thinking it's only lettuce and cucumbers.
No. These are all veggies.
Veggies.
So we do eat vegetables. We just eat them differently.
And very cooked.
Yes.
And very cooked. Sometimes we overcook our veggies, to be very honest.
That's true. You know.
To be very honest.
But I think these days people are a little more conscious of it. So.
Yeah. It's true.
You know,
but you know,
when you-
parboiling, some of these conversations must be contextualized them because some of the vegetables are actually a lot better parboiled for optimization in your body.
Well, you're right.
Veggies like carrots are actually a lot better in oil, a lot bit of oil. So yeah, there has to be, and some are a lot better, freshly eaten.
So each vegetable and its.
So if you want vegetables, if you like vegetables, if you love vegetables, learn about the best way to eat them and do. And it helps, yeah.
Makes sense.
Because of Appy, I'm going to go down on the ginger so
Yeah,
that she can eat.
yeah.
I don't want her sweating through
Thank you
her
very much. Thank
pretty
you.
skin this
Thank you for the
afternoon.
sisterly love. I love it.
Yeah.
But Mommy, so tell
Right.
me, what high school did you go to?
I went to Fijai Secondary School.
Ha!
Yes, in Takade.
Where are they? Taddy
Where
Squad.
am I, 98-year girl?
Oh my goodness. Oh my
yeah.
goodness. So, and you studied science.
Science, yes.
Interesting.
I studied science.
Interesting.
Yes.
So 1998.
98. So we were the batch that met the last batch of the sixth formers. So we
The
went
A-level
in.
crew.
Yes. So they were in the Form 3s.
So you
were
went
there.
to meet the grandmothers and the grandfathers.
We were actually very young for some of them. Some of them were very young. Yes. So let's pop our pot here, and we are not going to do a lot of oil. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I like that.
And we're good.
Oh, and I love the way coconut oil, once it hits the pot, then it smacks your face with the aroma. It's amazing.
We're going to finely chop our onions
It's
now.
a very pretty onion.
Very. It looks as good as Apiokor.
Oh, thank you. and just as good as Mommy, too.
Beautiful skin, so
Gorgeous.
fleshy, very
Gorgeous.
juicy.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. God bless the person that went to the market.
Describe me. I love it. I love it.
Wonderful. Yes, so I went to Fijai. I did science from 96 to 98. It was an amazing school. And we have quite an interesting mix in our school. We have quite a lot of us together. The Jacquard people are there, and the localized people, and those of us who shuffle in between are also there. But we've built quite an interesting bond. In fact, my friends from Fijai, and both males and females, are more like my siblings now.
Can I imagine?
Yes.
I can
Yes.
imagine. I can. And you're in touch
Yes.
straight.
Yes,
You
we
do
actually
projects
have a very
together.
active page. When we had our 25th year, we did a beautiful project. We built a multi-purpose, multifunctional place for the students. So we went there to commission it, handed it over. It was really beautiful going back. I mean, you see the new and the young students, I get some of them still call me and ask me for guidance, and it's amazing.
I love it.
I really love it. So we are going to be stirring this to make sure we don't want them burnt. We want to make sure they're beautifully cooked.
Okay.
Yes.
So are we looking at a golden brown or not even
No,
that far?
we don't want that level.
Well,
We
yes,
just
it's true.
want
You
it a
did
bit-
mention that they need to be a little crunchy or just
onions. Yeah.
did say so.
Yes. So we don't want it too brown. Now, you know, our salmon can be quite fishy. So what your mama was doing in terms of popping it into the oven was also reduce that level
fishy.
of exactly the nauseating taste. So what we do with this now is to make sure that they fry nicely. It holds them up and it adds flavor to the
I
fish
love it.
itself and reduces. For those who are not entirely
Oh my
great
goodness.
with
You
fish.
see how she cooks in layers. Every bit of the process is extremely well thought through.
Yes.
I love it.
Remember, this is going to be our main protein, but there's another secret protein that's waiting to go in. So we'll add that very
So,
soon.
Mommy, apart from cooking, what are your other hobbies?
I read a lot.
Well,
have-
I'm not surprised. I'm
I
not
read a
surprised.
lot. Sometimes my husband has had to look at us, my son and I, at the dining table, everybody with a book, and he's like, I thought you guys were supposed to be eating. So I grew up as a very slow eater. Very slow eater. It was bad.
I'm a slow eater. too.
Yes, because I'm reading and eating. I found eating to be quite a bit of a waste of time.
So you
So
want
I needed to do something
something
that I thought was
productive alongside eating.
exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly. I love.
No,
I
you
love
sound
to
like
do
you were
that.
quite the shark.
I'm not saying
just
anything.
admit it.
Oh, Appy.
Because even in adult life, we can see it.
Oh,
So
Appy. Okay. I'm not saying anything.
I'll call
I
your
am.
mates from Fijai.
You should.
Now you've told me your year group. I can find
Oh,
them.
how did I come by that?
I can find
How
them.
did I come by that? You know, I went to secondary school quite young. I was younger than my class, but I was very tall, so it wouldn't show. And these marks were
Oh,
not
my
entirely soft. I was very quiet by a lot of standards, but if you got close to me, I was very boldly outspoken. So I was the school prefect, the head girl, the ASP. And
I
it was
like it.
quite an interesting time.
Yeah.
Yes, it was quite an interesting time. I think our oil is good.
Good?
Now.
Okay.
So I'm
So
gonna
do we-
pop in. Why do we use dawa dawa? Why do you think we use dawa dawa?
Is it more nutritional?
Yes.
Yes.
It's one amazing. You know what? I love it because it's plant-based. It gives flavor. It's nutritious. And it replaces my money.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna pop that as well in, and everybody's noses. Oh my God! If you're watching us right
No,
now,
but me, I love dawa dawa.
I love it. And we usually pop it in palm fruits, but I still do this because I think the nutritious value does not reduce because
I love
it's in.
dawa dawa.
Okay,
And this one is very potent.
it looks good. It must have come from
It's
the
very
right
potent.
source. Yeah.
You know the right source.
I promised Api
You promised
that I was
me.
going to do this for her.
Yes.
So let me just.
So some
pop
more
it.
to the beef.
Yes. We might just as well once we've got it here.
So I hope our viewers now understand why I said that my guest today, and particularly what she's coming to do in the kitchen, are a perfect reason for why I gave the quote that I gave. You know, a recipe doesn't have soul on it. Because in Mpotompoto,
my
there's
God.
we know in Mpotompoto, we know how to make it. But she's brought soul into it. She's pouring her heart, her spirit,
Okay,
and
this is
then
quite very
all the way down there to the soul. just putting it into the pot, and I love to see it.
Yeah. So fry some of that.
You know, this is a kind of meal, even if you don't eat one of the ingredients, now you want to go and use the ingredient because you've never seen it used this way before. You're just imagining what it would taste like.
And sometimes at home when I'm done with all of that, I actually add some green peppers. Yeah, the bell green peppers. Exactly.
You know, there's a friend of mine who says that you sit there and say that you don't eat snake meat until it's been nicely prepared and it's sitting in front of you and you don't know it's snake meat, you eat it. And then now you'll be biting your fingers and asking yourself why you didn't ask what kind of meat it is. This is a typical example of that.
Right. Appy, our
Ooh,
pot
look
is
at
ready.
this.
Now let's pour our oil in.
So everything in the pot goes
in. Wonderful. Good.
Amazing. Ooh, smells so good. Looks good. And the coconut oil gives it a different.
Yeah, it just.
With a dawa dawa.
Exactly.
Hey, mommy.
Yes, darling.
This is what you've been making in the house.
You should be
So is this how you landed the husband, or was it parts?
He
I
says,
mean, apart from the brains.
I was gonna say, he says that.
And the business acumen, because this woman is a serious businesswoman. I mean, Charlie, we have her on your team, you know, but apart from
why
that.
I'm doing this is because we want our carrots to be very crunchy.
Okay.
And yes. So if you're using palm oil, you're going to go through the entire process
Same
the
process.
same way.
Okay.
The same way. No difference, just the same way. We are popping this in.
Yeah, but you have to tell us. So our husband, you know, was it the food, like, this had to...
He should be here to answer this question. And this is going to be
Should
my
we call
spice.
him? Should we call him?
He must be busy in the lecture
at
room
this
by
point,
now.
oh yes, I forgot. He's a lecturer.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
No,
we need to find out whether
which one.
No, we need to find out whether Dr. Eddie, whether the food had something to do with securing the deal.
Happy the way you are talking, I have to come for some more
Apart from the
lessons.
beauty and the brains.
Oh my
because this one,
goodness.
dear, I'm sure Doc was like, no. I mean, I can do with all of this, but the food too.
The food too for day. Oh God. Yeah. So if you grow up with a certain fancy mother, she will tell you this your bazi or the kitchen.
Oh
so
my
yeah,
goodness.
you know. So it's not all about dressing up and making up and looking good. You should. People, our Mpotompoto is looking.
It is.
Yes.
So we put the shrimp powder went in as well.
Exactly.
I just wanted us to highlight
most
that.
of those are just steaming flavor kind of things.
All right. All right. So Mpotompoto, just a little bit more so that the carrots, I mean, we need them to be crunchy, but just so that they steam a bit.
Yes.
And so that our tuna also, you know, gets to get its juices seeping into the whole pot. And then we can eat it. So let's go for a break. When we come back, we will sit down, we will dine, and we will wine like the queens that we are. We'll be right back.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watches cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you.
Play into one young one, sister.
When the Black Stars step to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach.
Why Fatika want to be dribble? The coach must go.
The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe as we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Maame Ekua Gaisey, the cocoa. One Gary no. Me that said I be one na.
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special. special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lily rice, ye nimno fritete. This advert is FDA approved.
We're still here on What's Cooking right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Apiokor, and my guest, Maame Gaisey, has been cooking with soul. And I mean, if you doubted it in the beginning or you thought it was just the poetic me, no. I think by now you should agree with me. Look at how she cooked with the layers and the precision, being so meticulous about it. Oh my goodness. It's just bringing the English to the tip of my tongue.
Oh my God.
But Maame Ekua Gaisey she's a chief, I'm calling her, a chief people enabler, and we've learned a little bit about what she does. And she's also a very avid reader, and so we're going to let her read some lines from a book that she's currently reading.
Awesome.
So Maame, over to you.
Wonderful. So this book is by Hannah Abraham Zapier. It's Stages, right? Hannah is actually a scientist, so kind of a connection, our backgrounds. She writes, I write. She reads a lot. She's also into ministry, and I am as well. So this is an awesome coincidence, and I love her. And I'm telling you, this book, if you haven't grabbed a copy, you should. Page 17, chapter 2, very interesting. Unresolved problems don't evaporate. So it says, as a child, he used to be a truant. He gave his parents a lot of headaches. One day his dad said to him, son, you are the last of my children and you are very smart. But you're not making my effort to learn and be the best. You're just content living an average life. So I want us to make a deal. If you learn and top your class from the 8th grade to the university, I will build a new estate and name it after you. It will be called Alexis Court. Young as he was, that sounded good, and ever since that day, Alex would always strive to be first in school. People, there's a place for urging our younger ones on. There's a place where we come to the place of you need to put in a little bit of carrot on the board for the children to see that there's gain at the end. So it's not always about the crack. So yes,
you need to bargain with the child.
You know. So Stages, really
I
interesting.
love that.
Yes.
I love that. And the
Yes,
title of that chapter, Unresolved.
Unresolved problems do not evaporate.
Yes,
And no, problems that are not resolved do not evaporate. So as a person, I really love to come to the place of conversations over issues. I prefer to talk about it, walk away, and come back and eat it.
But we'll deal with it.
We will.
Regardless.
Everybody knows, Mommy.
You know, a colleague of mine the other day said, if you keep sweeping it under the carpet, it will become a lump and you'll trip and fall.
Exactly. And very soon the carpet will no longer be a carpet, it will be a whole platform.
I love it. I love it. I love
Yes.
it. Stages.
Stages
By Hannah
Abrahams Appiah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So now, let's eat.
Wow. After cooking.
After cooking.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this thing
yeah,
smells
yeah.
so good and I'm so hungry and
Oh
I
my
can't hold it
God.
in anymore.
Oh my God. Oh my God. My hostess is salivating.
Look, for the people who have been asking me that, so do you really enjoy the food on the show? I actually really do. And you see, the thing is, I'd like to believe that I'm quite the actress, but I don't know how to pretend. So if I don't like it, I will not say I don't like it. I'll probably be more diplomatic and be like, oh, that's an interesting taste, or oh, that. But I've not encountered a meal on this show that I haven't liked. No. But then again, I also have a very diverse palate, and I'm very open-minded when it comes to taste and experiences.
So I'll have my hostess
All right. Thank
dish
you.
her portion, and I will follow suit.
Oh my goodness, it smells so good.
Yes.
Oh, look at the way the coconut oil is just dripping nicely at the bottom.
Yeah.
Let me find my tolo beef.
Yes, please. The bony ones.
There's one here. Okay, it's another one here.
I see.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Okay, we'll start with that.
Thank
Definitely
you.
come back. Thank you.
And
Oh,
I'm
this looks
gonna,
good.
yeah,
My first Mpotompoto without
palm
oil. Okay, let me wait for you
Yes.
so you can catch my
So you
reaction.
can see that instead of mashing our salmon,
Yes, it's
our
sitting-
mackerel
sitting
in,
very pretty.
we've used the tuna flakes
See that?
to make up for that, so that our whole fish will be in big chunks. Yeah.
Wait. What? So you see, if you don't believe me, our producer, Dede, is sitting there just eating the thing, start eating without us. I told her I was going to put her on blast. There she is for everybody to see, the whole world. Oh,
And
but this is
then
good.
we are praying over the food we have eaten before now. We bless the food in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Amen.
I love this. This is amazing.
A lot of people say those who cook well don't enjoy food, but I do.
All right. No, but this is, and the coconut oil. Okay.
So what do you taste?
Let me not forget myself. we have a conversation to have. What do I taste? A whole lot of goodness. A whole lot of goodness. No, but the coconut oil has, I taste all the individual flavor. I can even taste the dawa dawa in there. It's nicely layered. I'm tasting, of course, my tulu beef. And the way it was fried in the oil with all those spices, the shrimp powder, everything is coming together. But the coconut oil itself is anchoring it.
Yeah.
And then I now understand what you were saying about the cocoyam being the base and then the sweet potato adding to the
Yes.
flavor. So it gives you a nice, sweetish,
You
just
taste the
washing
sweetness.
over your mouth. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. So, Mami, so tell me, what is the job of a life coach?
I actually see myself combining quite a number of tools. So the coaching, mentorship, and a lot of the business acumen coming together.
Okay.
But it's really about bringing people to a conversation where they can find their mojo, figure out their path. It's these powerful questions I ask. I bring them to the realization of perspectives, otherwise they wouldn't come to. Some people say I'm their thinking partner. Some people say I'm their sounding board. And like you said earlier, these are not young people only.
Yeah.
It's executives, business owners. It's just a mix of people. And the joy is knowing that somebody is becoming because you are supporting the journey.
Somebody is becoming because you're supporting
Yes.
the journey.
It's really good.
So, what are some of the experiences? I mean, I think it would be a little more straightforward with a younger person who is still figuring life out, right? That, okay, I studied this, or I
Yeah.
want to study this, I
Yes.
don't know what to do next. I just finished my national service. I'm in this job, I don't really like it. I don't want 9 to 5, I want to start my own business.
Yeah.
But with somebody who's more established
Yes.
in life and in work,
Yeah.
in career, what are some of the conversations that happen there? Because the notion is that, let's say you have a boss, like, I mean, let's take the Samoatamens, right? Employing in excess of 200 people, right? I think people forget that sometimes he may have questions too
Yes.
about the next one. So what are some of the conversations that happen in
So the
situations like that?
conversations will be around, okay, so what's holding the most important for you now? We've been talking a lot about clarity. I like clarity because I think it brings into perspective the things that you want to focus on. It brings into perspective the choices that you have to make and want to make. It brings into perspective the kind of support system you would need. So bringing that, what's holding the most importance for you now, will then let us pick the items one after the other, because he's dealing with employees, he's got family, he's got social networks, he's got political spaces, he's got business, you know, so, and the business is in layers. We've got customers, we have shareholders, we have partners. So all these people come with different needs. At every coaching conversation, what does the client want to anchor on? We listen, we ask questions, and we believe that we can support the conversation to help them bring their own realities to bear. And it's not always a straightforward thing. It's not a process that you start and you end now. It takes curves. Sometimes you go, you hit it, you come back. But it really is about supporting the person to think differently, to view life differently, to consider other perspectives, to presume, unpresume, and assume, and unassume, learn, relearn, unlearn. It's about uncovering. It's almost like an onion peeling, layer by layer. And sometimes people are at a point because they have built a whole shroud around their lives and they weren't even aware they were creating that. So it's about stripping it off layer by layer and getting to the core and expecting that these people will now see, oh wow. And we've had coaching sessions where the clients will say, I see what you want, or I see what I can see, I know what I can get, but I don't want to go in there. I don't want, so that's a choice. Somebody might say to the coach, if you want me to open this door to my past, you have to promise that you will enter with me. And it calls for courage, because sometimes that door is going to lead you into a space I'm not sure you're ready for.
Or some serious rabbit hole or ant hole or some acrantia hole or something.
Skeletal cupboards.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So how can people get in touch with you if they want to benefit from your service?
Okay.
You know, because I find it very interesting, because now I know that you have a background in project management. So it's almost like every client of yours is a project you're managing.
Yes.
People are projects too.
Yes. Depending on where in your life you are, it's a project. It could be a career stage. It could be a career starting stage. It could be anchoring stage in the career. It could be optimizing stage. It could be falling off stage. It could be combining stage. It could be parenting stage. And what we've spent a lot of time doing is more on the 565 side, where we are supporting a lot of the culture work. So we bring businesses to the place of building time-tested cultures so that their people can be enabled to deliver. Because the businesses are people. Take care of your people, they'll take care of the customers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how can we find you?
You find us, or me, on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I am Maame Ekua Gaisey. I'm Maame Ekua Gaisey. Once you hit my LinkedIn inbox, you're sure to find me.
you.
Yes, I'm very responsive. Very responsive.
Accessible.
Yes.
Mami, thank you.
Happy, thank you.
I want us to end this so that I can eat.
I'm looking in your bowl.
Like, I want to put my hand in there and
in
start
the
eating the
tolo
tolo beef.
and pick.
You know, I need to do that.
I think you should just pick your tolo beef and
I'm gonna
enjoy
do
it.
But
Yeah.
Mami, thank you so much. Ladies
Thank
and
you.
gentlemen, I've been here with Maame Ekua Gaisey. She is a chief. I am adding the chief. People enablers, the life coach. She's been in HR for over 2 decades.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Over 2 decades, over 20 years.
Yes.
She's worked with some of the creme de la creme, not just in Ghana, but across Africa and in many parts of the diaspora as well. And she's still unpacking even herself so that she can continue to unpack others. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's a homemaker, she's a whole shebang, and she's proof of the fact that if you have your head screwed on right, if you have God, your spiritual anchor set in stone, you know, it's nicely anchored, and then if you are pushing yourself to be the best that you can be, you can actually have it all. All right, a very big thank you once again to Lily Rice and to Tasty Tom for holding us down on the show. My name is Apiokor.